Hey guys, this is ET Price Sports here, and this is, I think, April 26th, 2018, and otherwise known as Round 1 of the NFL Draft. So, I wanted to just let you guys know like, give my, give who I would take with some of the draft picks and so on today. Um, so yeah, let's get right into it. So the Browns, of course, have the number one overall pick. I've been hearing a lot of different names with them to take number one. Most notably, I've been hearing Darnold a lot, Josh Darnold out of USC. To me, he's the most polished and complete quarterback to be taking in this draft. He is the most, like, he has the least unknowns to him. Then I would say Josh Allen, who has the most upside. Then I've been hearing Josh Allen also at number one, and Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, if he did not have the temper he has, he would be going number one overall and no questions asked. Because he is about as competitive as they get, and he just knows how to win ball games. I mean, it's been shown time after time after time. He was a real competitor in the college football playoff this year. He won in, like, not even just one, but, like, completely lit up Ohio State's secondary. And that was a bad game for Ohio State fans. And I've watched a lot of his games because I like him as a player. As a person, he's an alright person. He needs to learn how to control his anger, which a lot of people do. But he does not need to go out cursing people or, like, doing all that stuff. Some of it is okay, some of it is, but not how he's doing it all the time. Because if he's doing it like last night, LeBron had a game-winning three at the buzzer for the Cavs to give them the series lead over the Pacers, a 3-2 lead. I mean, if he were to, like, try to hype up the crowd or something like that after a big play and all that, or, like, try to silence the crowd if he's, like, let's say at Texas, at Longhorns or something like that, then that's fine. But, like, all the dirty language and all that, there's no need for it. And even the whole planting of the flag in the middle of the O, there's no need for it. And it obviously made him look quite stupid because it's a turf field. The flag's not going to support itself as if it was in grass. I mean, good thing is he has apologized for a lot of the things he has done, but the next step from apologizing is actually stopping doing it. Because you can talk the talk all you want, but you have to be able to live it out and walk the walk. I mean, if I was the Browns, for me, it would be between Darnold and Baker Mayfield. I honestly would take Baker. I honestly would. There's no doubt in my mind he would be the better player in the NFL. But as the Browns, if they did that, they'd get so much backlash. so much it's not even funny. Then, let's see. So there are 5 quarterbacks that they say could be taken in the first round. I do not think that all 5 of them will be taken in the first round. Because some of them just give me too many of question marks. Josh Allen, for example. He's shown that he can be really good. But he's also shown me that he can be really bad. Let's see. So the 5 quarterbacks people are saying that could be taken in the first round, 5 of them. Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, which he's an interesting case. Then we've got Josh Rosen out of UCLA, Josh Darnold, and Josh Allen. A lot of Joshes, apparently. I think, okay, the thing with Lamar Jackson is he's Michael Vick-esque. His passing game needs to develop quite a bit. He is an amazing runner and he can outrun pretty much anybody, it seems like, and elude a lot of people, which is good for a quarterback. But also as a quarterback, you have to be able to throw down the field. Because if you're going to be the guy, or even a backup for a team, and possibly try to compete for a starting job with any of the 32 teams, you have to be able to fit every situation and handle it well. Or at least try to. Because there's going to be situations, and this happens every year with every quarterback, that is starting or competing for a starting job. You have to be able to throw it down the field. You have to be able to hit that wide open receiver on the fly route, on the seam, on the out. You have to be able to hit pretty much every throw. Because that's what you're getting paid to do. You're getting paid so many million to do that. So the teams are expecting you to be able to do that. And Lamar, I guess we'll see. He has made some of those throws before, and he's also not made a lot of those throws before. The one thing I thought was a little strange was the fact of he was a Heisman Trophy winner. Then obviously he had to come back because he won it in his sophomore season. In his sophomore season for Louisville. So he came back, and there wasn't as much hype as there should have been around him. And he silently was killing it this season because Louisville wasn't that good this season. But a lot of quarterbacks are measured on team success instead of just their own stats. And yes, the quarterback is the most important position on the field, but a quarterback cannot just win a game by themselves most of the time. You have to have a good offensive line, a great offensive line, good receivers or great receivers. You have to have a defense that can make sure that when you score the go-ahead touchdown with like a minute, 2 minutes to go in the game, they don't go ahead and just give it right back. And they can keep the lead. The one thing that everyone will be watching for today is where all 5 of the quarterbacks go. If there are any trades, especially involving the Browns in either of their number 1 or number 4 overall picks, to because in a lot of the past seasons, they've traded their picks away that would have been a great quarterbacks for future picks. And they need to stop doing that and worry about winning now. Because 1-15, 0-16 is not going to cut it at all. I'm a Browns fan, if you couldn't tell. Cleveland Browns. Because it's just getting tiring of watching them lose, and especially when it comes to Week 17, and the other team, like last year, they were playing the Steelers, and they lost to the Steelers' backups. Because the Steelers had already clinched their playoff spot, winning the AFC North, and they didn't want to hurt any of their players. And I think that's happened 2 consecutive seasons with the Browns. They played the Steelers in their last game, and they ended up losing both games to their backups. You can't be doing that as an NFL team. If your starters cannot beat another team's backups, then something is seriously wrong. I mean, the Browns have also made a lot of good moves that make me trust them for this next coming season. That they can actually come. That I think they might actually have a chance at winning the AFC North over Pittsburgh. I think they do. Getting the one moves I did like was getting rid of their quarterbacks and getting Tyrod Taylor, getting Jarvis Landry, getting Demarius Randall. All of those were good moves. And the real thing is, they say Tyrod Taylor is going to be the starter no matter what for this season. Okay. And that's fine and all, but what if I just don't want them committing the mistake Buffalo did last season, which was, okay, Tyrod Taylor's being okay, he's not being that great. Oh no, for like one game he's sucking. Okay, next game, first half, okay, so next game, we're going to start our rookie who has not proven that he's an NFL quarterback whatsoever. Okay, we start him. He throws 5 picks in the first half. We realize our mistake. We take him out. I do not want the Browns doing that. And I also think it'll be interesting to see if the Browns end up taking another quarterback at the number 4 spot, or if they end up taking Bradley Chubb out of NC State, amazing defensive end out of NC State, which if we did not have so many quarterback-needy teams with so many what could be great selections at quarterback this year, he'd be in the conversation for number 1. Same with Saquon Barkley. And Saquon Barkley is actually sort of being considered for the number 1 overall spot. Because there's 5 quarterbacks that could be great in this league, in this draft. And if you take, let's say, Barkley at number 1, you could only 2 of the 5 will be gone theoretically by the time you get to number 4. Now, whether each of those 2 teams take a quarterback in between them, I don't know. We'll just have to wait to see tonight. I am going to, later on today, I'm going to make a complete mock draft. I've been waiting on that. I've been making this for a while. I've been working on it, and I'm hoping to release it later tonight. And then that's all from me today. Or at least right now. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. As always, please like and subscribe.